I don't know what episode number this is now. I think this is going to be 12. We've had to split 2 episodes in half because we rambled too long about the Premier League and the NBA. So here's the wrestling episode. This is why I got Grayson Waller tee on, and Mark has a Finn Balor shirt, and Nate doesn't have a shirt.
I'm wearing this is Judgment Day treat trash merch.
Oh yeah, because it's just nothing there. Yeah, cool.
There's nothing on that. Yeah,
Nothing. Cool. Quickly, we'll say it now because we didn't say it last episode. Like and subscribe, guys. Like, subscribe. Join the MPYR because I'm hard at work here, so I need.
Can't work, don't work.
Exactly. Except for tomorrow.
Let's get to the wrestling.
So we're gonna actually kick it off with some. We'll do Wrestledream first. We'll do Wrestledream first. AEW Wrestledream. There's only a couple things I want to.
Can I make a comment?
Yes, of course.
Didn't watch.
That's fine. I just want to.
I don't give a fuck.
That's fine.
About AEW.
That's fine, but I want to get your opinion on this one thing before anything else.
Yeah, go for it.
So including the pre-show, 13 matches were on this card. Now,
what? Too much, man.
I'm fucking glad I didn't watch.
Main card was 8, pre-show was 5.
Now, personally, I think the sweet spot for a pay-per-view 6 or 7. That's I think.
I think it does depend on the pay-per-view. I think if it's like a B level pay-per-view, like a Wrestledream.
GM, 5?
5.
Yeah. Give it a 5.
Depends on the show. Depends on the show.
GM mode is 5 for you and 5 for the opponents. That's 10.
That's 10. It's 10 match card. No, I think the sweet spot for a wrestling card is depending on the cards, probably 7, maybe 6. If it's like a fucking I'll try not to swear. If it's like Crown Jewel, make it like 5 or 6. But if it's like Mania or Rumble, maybe not Rumble. But if it's like I didn't put a thumb up. But if it's like Mania, make it like 7, 8.
Great success.
This doesn't work for me. So
it works for me though.
The only thing I agree, but there's one thing I don't like as well. When Mania, Survivor Series, when these pay-per-views come around, there's no need to put everyone on the card.
No.
You gotta work. You gotta earn it. Don't just be like, oh, Andre Drummond were a better off.
Yeah.
Just to get your screen time. No, you don't earn it. You're not part of a good storyline. So be it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, can't work.
Yeah, I agree with that.
This also factors into. I was going to say about where the fuck are the WYATT 6?
Oh, they didn't show. I didn't see them on Raw at all.
There was a little screen during the Miz thing, and it was like.
Hey, this has been absolute putrid of poo, proper poo.
Yeah.
You know what? I was having a conversation with Kens about this. The WYATT 6, we want them to do well because it's obviously in memoriam for Bray.
Mm.
They offer nothing.
Exactly right. They offer nothing. They started off looking like menacing, evil. It looked like they killed bloody Chad Gable, right? It looked like they put a bullet in his head. They killed everyone backstage.
Yep.
And then after that, it's like, where do they go? Is this? It's not even. There's no horror concept. I don't know.
So I assume they're gonna verse what Final Testament maybe.
Yeah.
But then
yeah. I don't know, man. I feel bad talking bad about it. Bray himself could last because his character was so interesting, and it was just there's 5.
There was character development. You could buy into it. Now it's too forced, and it's like it doesn't feel natural.
You know what they need?
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
No, I don't need that.
Anyways, back to Wrestledream. MJF returned. MJF returned. Stop!
No. We're going to talk about this.
Anyways, MJF returned from Happy Gilmore filming. Very quick, by the way. I thought he was going for longer. He confronted Daniel Garcia. And then he starts beating him up.
It should be MGF.
And then...
Sorry.
No.
Michael Gilmore friend. I'm sorry.
It's Maxwell, not Michael. It's
Maxwell. Michael. No, because that's his name in Happy Gilmore.
Is it actually?
No, you fucking idiot. Stupid.
Anyways, and then as he's getting attacked, we hear boom. Adam Cole's back.
I've lost weight and muscle, but I think I'm still bigger than Adam Cole.
Adam Cole returned as a babyface.
It didn't make any sense.
It did.
It didn't make any sense. MJF was the face. The devil thing was Adam Cole. It showed that it was Adam Cole while he was injured, by the way. So he's the heel. Destroys MJF. MJF goes away for a while. MJF returns, kicks Adam Cole in the balls, in that one bit. Adam Cole disappears again. MJF then turns heel. Then goes away to film Happy Gilmore 2. Great, amazing, fantastic, funny. Wow.
Lafferty, Daniel.
Comes back, attacks Daniel Garcia again. Adam Cole then returns as the babyface. And get this, MJF is the one that's scared. Hey, bro. He's the devil. He's the guy that attacked you. You should go and kill him.
Yeah. It
doesn't
make sense.
Any sense. Tony Khan is the worst promoter / booker / whatever you want to call him. It's generous calling him that at this point. He has no idea what he's doing. That's why I don't watch AEW. I don't like the nothing stories. They mean nothing at all, apart from the good ones, which is few and far between. But on top of that, they keep mentioning WWE and whatnot, right? Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. That absolutely makes no sense.
It's like working at McDonald's and someone comes to the counter, hi, can I get a Big Mac? Yeah, you definitely can. We're better than we're better than KFC. A Big Mac's better than a Zinger.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Literally, I'm just saying, Hungry Jack's literally built the whole thing of our burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
AEW.
That's
No,
AEW.
AEW.
Yeah. We're the best wrestle.
I was about to say we're the best wrestle. No worries, bro.
Yeah.
All sponsors just the beginning.
Funny. Then we had Takeshita becoming the new AEW International Champion, where
you know why?
Carl Fletcher
I don't like Will Ospreay.
Carl Fletcher turned on Will Ospreay, his tag team partner.
Good.
Great.
I don't like Will Ospreay.
I did see a clip of all that flippy shit. They've done the same thing, Ospreay and Ricochet.
Oh yeah, Ricochet.
Every single match they've ever had.
I'm like Kobe with
Stop.
it.
Hey, guess
I'm
what?
not
Ricochet's
Kobe
one
with it.
rivalry.
Get the fuck out of here, Ricochet. Get out, bro.
Ricochet's one rivalry now that he wanted. He's done.
Put the mask back on and just be Prince Puma and don't talk.
Yep.
The worst talker in the game. The worst talker
What
in
do
the game.
you mean? He's like.
What do you mean?
He's like Kobe with it. What do you mean? He's like Kobe with it.
I'm like Kobe with it.
Yeah, not a good analogy there, Mr. Puma. Then we had in the main event Jon Moxley full-time retiring Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
Winning the AEW World Championship. Hey, I don't know if you saw it this morning, Nate, because I sent it to you. Mark, I don't know if you've seen it. Daniel Bryan, right? His last match on Raw was against Seth Rollins.
Yeah, saw this.
His last match on SmackDown in WWE was against Roman Reigns, and his last full-time match as a wrestler was against John, Dean, Marcus Ambrose, Moxley.
Marcus Ambrose.
Dean Marcus Ambrose. That's his middle name. You didn't know that? So yeah, all three of the Shield members sort of bunned off Bryan Danielson, which is fair enough.
Triple double power bomb.
I'm the first to declare.
Why are we just dissing
man.
Reigns now?
That's Vince's. Actually, no, Vince's was still Tribal Chief. That's 2015 Reigns. That's different.
Yeah, but
That's pre-contacts with Reigns.
yeah, basically, I
Heyman Reigns.
don't know if you guys saw the end of Wrestledream. I don't think you did at all, Nath. But
I did, yeah.
I saw with the belt.
So they choked him with the bag again, and then they put the belt in a duffel bag or like a satchel bag or
Jake the
something.
Snake Roberts in the snake bag. Yep.
And then I think they're doing a whole thing where they're just not going to care about that world title anymore because the whole thing of
because no one does.
changing because
no one does. No one does.
No, but because they're like trying to fix AEW, and I think the whole storyline that is happening now is just so Darby Allin becomes AEW World Champion if he doesn't die at Everest. That's the whole thing. Because then
I think it's
then during that beatdown, all the baby faces in the locker room, so like Hook, Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, Garcia, they all
Private
came
Party.
down. Private Party. It's all going to lead to all of them stepping up their game and all being the next generation.
correct.
Which is it'll be a great
that's exactly what it
story.
is.
It will be.
Yeah.
I won't be there to see it. I don't think Darby Allin will either. But we'll he's climbing Everest. You don't know.
Bro, he's gonna climb. I don't think he's climbing to the top. I don't think he's gonna make it.
He's a daredevil. He'll
He'll come back down.
He'll coffin drop the way down. Yeah. That I mean, it seemed like an okay show for Wrestledream. The main event was good, but other than that, if you like flippy dippy shit,
that line noise you made right there, describes AEW in the whole.
The thing is, AEW does have some good points. Like Takeshita is fantastic.
He's great.
Dude.
He's
fantastic.
They killed Jay White character, dude. What do you mean?
No.
They bury everything and everyone.
He beat Hangman on the pay per view as well.
Hangman.
He beat Hangman.
Bobby Hangman.
Oh,
Look, I didn't like Hangman losing because Hangman's my guy. But that reversal of the buckshot lariat into the switchblade.
Yeah, that's my guy.
The only thing about AEW is Mariah May.
Yeah, that's it for AEW because AEW, fuck off. Let's go to some local wrestling. Local wrestling. PWA.
Wrestling is
I think we had PWA Coliseum happen over the weekend. I actually wanted to go when Grayson got announced, but I just completely forgot to say it to you guys. Should we go?
Would have. Thanks.
Yeah, same.
Thanks, Dorker.
Thanks,
Dorker.
Yes, my bad guys.
Thanks, Temkus.
But yeah, PWA Coliseum. Is this is sort of like their Mania, right? No, that's sort of it's 2-night event. It was a 2-night event.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it is, but I think the main reason was because big Grayson Waller was there.
Big Grayson.
And, of course, the greatest superstar of all time.
James Graham. What? Good old James Graham.
League icon,
we'll start off with James Graham. James Graham made his wrestling debut. If you don't know who James Graham is, he is a Pommy that played for the Bulldogs and the Dragons. An absolute staple of Pommies in the NRL. Beast.
He's no Adrian Morley. But he's good.
But he's a staple. If you think of Pommies in the NRL, James Graham's one of the first names you think of.
It's for me. It's Adrian Morley.
I said,
do you remember him, Nathan?
For me, it's Sam Burgess all day.
Well, I said one. I said one of the first. I didn't say it was the first. I said it was one of the first.
I'm just saying.
Wait.
And then George Burgess second, and then Tom Burgess.
Because you think of one Burgess, you say all of them. Yeah, that's what.
Isn't there a Luke Burgess too?
Yeah, there's a Luke. Yeah, I think there is. There's a fourth one. But...
Too many, bro.
Luke Burgess.
Too many.
I think it's Max Burgess who plays for Sydney FC. Shout out Max Burgess.
Correct.
That's different Burgess, bro.
But apparently, I watched them. Did you guys see the James Graham match? Did you guys watch it?
Yeah, I saw.
So during the match on commentary, they said James Graham got advice from the Big Show, and it definitely looks like he did. Wrestling wise, he didn't look great, but he's an entertainer. It's his first match, so we'll cut him some slack. Can I just say?
No, the jump off the top rope looked hectic. He did that well.
But the first 5 minutes of the match, where he goes for a lockup and he's just...
Yeah, it's very stiff. It's very backyard wrestling. Yeah. Yeah, his spear. Oh. It's crazy to think someone that plays rugby league doesn't know how to spear someone. You don't take them down with you. You force the impact, and then that's it, right? It's the impact, and then you go down with them. You don't take them down. He didn't let go.
No, it looked more like a gore. That's what it looked like a rhino gore, but just shit. That's what it was. But yeah, Grayson Waller got involved as well in that match.
He did in his centenary Roosters jersey.
Beat down. They were chanting "fuck the Roosters" during Waller's match, but we'll get to that later. Beat down James Graham, which eventually led to Waller copping a spear after the match from James Graham. And James Graham and some bloke from Bullet Club that apparently wrestles for PWA and is friends with James Graham now. They won the match against. I forgot the team that they versed. I forgot, but
it was Robbie Eagles, man.
But I meant like the team.
Oh right.
Yeah, I forgot the name of them.
No problem.
And then Big Grayson the night before had a return match to PWA where he got started in wrestling against Jimmy Townsend, where the match is happening, if you guys haven't seen, because Jimmy is the key to the card, which is sort of like Money in the Bank, but for Coliseum. So you can challenge any champion you want for the title at that show. And he just chose to, just challenge Grayson, Matty Wahlberg. Why? Because it's his former mentor.
Mentor/trainer, yeah.
Former mentor/trainer. So, did you boys see this match as well?
I saw bits and pieces. I didn't see the whole thing. I saw bits and pieces.
Firstly, I got to say, it's really cool that WWE allowed him to do that.
Yeah. Under
the old regime, that would absolutely not happen.
Oh, no.
This is Paul Levesque scouting level. Scouting level 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man knows what he's doing. Yeah. Absolute brilliant business here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let him go there. We've done you a favour, and now we'll give you a favour. Any talent comes, he's going straight there.
But then it's also of him knowing if he helps wrestling worldwide, it's obviously better for the WWE and everyone else.
And he grows the market here.
More eyes, yeah. How many more people
Hopefully,
watch this?
Hopefully, at least
than
for
you
a Sydney show, in all honesty.
Yeah. How many more people do you think wouldn't have watched had Grayson Waller not been there?
Maybe
Massive
like
amount.
I don't know how many. I don't know how many people did watch it, but at least
People were interested. It
at least
garnered attention.
200.
At least a couple thousand at the least.
Maybe a dad that normally watches with his kids. You
It
know,
was
saw
sold
that.
out,
Hey
so
kids, it's the
both
Aussie
nice.
Grayson Waller. He's there. Let's look online and interest, bang. You know, that's all it is.
absolutely gets
And
eyes
then-
gets eyes on the whole product.
Everyone eats, man.
But yeah, during
Anyway.
that match,
Yep.
Waller, or sorry, I'm going to call him Matty Wahlberg for the rest of this segment. Matty Wahlberg, his biggest rival from PWA is Mick Moretti. Came out mid-match to attack Grayson and try to help Jimmy Townsend. Who, by the way, I could see him in an NXT ring in the next 5 years, Jimmy Townsend, but yeah, he's basically just a mini Grayson in a way. But yeah, came out mid-match to attack Grayson, didn't help. Jimmy Townsend wins. And that finisher that Grayson has, hey, do it in WWE, please. The hurdle stomp.
Waller looks like he smells.
I didn't know it was his finisher. I used it in 2K all the time. Holy shit. The hurdle stomp for the win in what was a absolutely fantastic match.
Yeah, it was a good match.
And then at the end, Grayson cuts a promo and says, this flop is the reason I'm here, pointing to Jimmy Townsend. Because, you can say that because you're Grayson Waller. And then he starts mentioning all the Aussie wrestlers, and they mention Delta. So
Yeah.
it's confirmed that Delta, even though it was already confirmed, but you know what I mean. There's just
They've had promos, like vignettes.
I know, but they haven't said Delta's arriving. They just have.
but
they
you
just
can
have
see
her.
who it is.
Well, if
You can
people
see
don't,
who
if
it
people
is,
don't
though.
know who it is though, because they think it's
If you
just
don't know
some
who it is-
redhead that's joining the women's division in NXT. It's
Well,
Delta.
it is. It is some redhead.
It is some redhead. It is.
problem.
Yeah, no, PWA.
Delta Goodrum joined the is great for the business. So,
Delta Goodrum.
RKO.
Yep.
Straight RKO.
And then in the main event, they had some sort of tournament where a lady named Jessica Troy won some sort of tournament. It's like their big King of the Ring tournament where she beat a man. I forgot his name. She looks great. I think she's the heavyweight champion as well. But she could be also. What's that? What's that name?
What did you say?
No, so you're forgetting everyone's name.
No. I only know the winners. Why do I have to know who lost?
Like heavyweight champion?
Yeah.
She?
She. Yeah.
That's great. That's fantastic. Big ups to her.
Big ups to her.
That's
Jessica
good.
Big
Troy.
ups to you.
That's good.
She's I looked her up her age just to see how old she was. She's 27, so she's relatively young. So she will probably be in an NXT ring as well in the next 5 years, I reckon. With how good that match
good
was.
Aussies, mate. The more Aussies, the merrier.
But I really could not name who her opponent was in the final. It was a guy. That's
Yeah.
all I know. But that's
No,
it.
fair enough.
I'd rather you say it than lie and make some name up.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like Sonic the Hedgehog or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
How's this segue into Monday Night Raw / SmackDown as well? Hey, Dorian, why is The Miz down there?
The Miz. It's because he's awesome.
Oh,
No.
is it?
No. He is awesome. He's hey guys. My name's Dorian. Miz is the top 5 favorite wrestler of all time. Can I be honest? He was my second favorite wrestler until the Shield debuted. Yeah, great. We'll open up with SmackDown. Jimmy Uso opened up the show. Gets interrupted by Reigns, where Reigns then acknowledges Jimmy. He doesn't actually say Jimmy's name. He says, "Acknowledge him."
And then Big Jim.
And then Big Jim. So
Yeah.
he's now Big Jim. A good back and forth. A good back and forth between them. Teasing Jay's return with the no yeet. And then LA Knight beat Carmelo Hayes, whatever. And then Kevin Owens comes out midway through Jakara Jackson and Lash Legends entrance to explain his actions. Gets his metaphor, except there was 2 of them. Gets his mic cut off and starts talking through the commentary headset until Cody Rhodes comes out. They don't brawl. They just stare at each other. And Randy Orton comes out and tries to play peacemaker, and he cops one.
Fantastic.
He cops one, and then he gives KO one. And it's like this awkward moment of like,
You actually did that? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't understand
Yeah.
why Kevin reacted like that, considering he elbowed him.
We didn't see who it was. I think he just went like that. He went like that, so we didn't see.
He elbowed.
And
yeah,
then
so KO didn't think it was Randy Orton.
and then he just gets attacked by Randy, and then which is why later he does what he does. But
I just want Prize Fighter KO back and Legend Killer in.
Oh, that'd be the dream. The dream.
Randy kills himself. Legend Killer is a legend, huh? Just turns around out of nowhere to himself and just grabs his own neck and
You know what? I want to see him versus Cena, Legend Killer. Like one last Legend Killer versus Cena.
I mean, I asked this question into the. Well, actually, I had a statement into the group chat of who could possibly retire Cena. I had
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton's the probable answer. It is probably Randy Orton.
The best answer possible. Baron Corbin.
Let me tell you why it's Randy Orton and how it's going to happen. How I would love it to happen. I'm going to gloss over that comment as if it never was said. Cena says my last match is going to be at Survivor Series, for example, and then Randy Orton comes out, they embrace, they hug, and said, "Look, man, we're going to miss you around here, but there's one thing I have to tell you. It's
you're dead.
You've known me for many years. You've known me as the Viper. You've known me as the Apex Predator. You've known me as, all these things. But one thing I still am and always have been is the Legend Killer. And there's one legend I've yet to kill." And he RKOs him. He's a face this whole time, but then the RKO going into that feud, Randy's the heel. Cena wins this time. Cena wins lol. Normally, the way it is.
I was saying, no, he's not leaving on the L.
Nah, you got to let Cena win. But then after that match, they embrace again, middle of the ring. It's the main event. Cena, Randy wins. Randy, loses. They embrace. Randy turns face again just for that, that period. Like Shawn Michaels, Hogan. No. The Shawn Michaels Hogan thing, Anyway, Cena's in the middle of the ring, takes off his wristbands, puts them down, stands in the middle of the ring. Right down the camera, and that's it. That's the end of Cena, man. So is there something in the is there something in the air? Man, I think the salt in the air.
I think no matter what you did there at the end is what's happening. It just depends on who he's versing. It's most likely Randy. I had the idea of Drew McIntyre because give Drew that.
I was gonna say someone. I was from Breaker, I reckon.
Yeah, and it's gonna be on Netflix then, right? It's gonna be on Netflix, right? So it's Netflix Raw, right? We're not talking about So. See it, John. I did respect you, but you're everything that's fucking wrong with this company.
See that promo would be great on Raw on Netflix.
Yeah,
but
you're everything.
It's got to be Orton though. It's got to be Orton, or unless I don't see him putting over anyone.
It's got to be Orton, or it's got to be Rock. Actually, don't be the Rock because the Rock will take the win.
Fine. No, the final boss.
The final boss, maybe.
The final return.
The final boss.
No, it's what young guy can he put over Braun? I don't want to see that. Like, if they can have a match earlier. Carmelo, they can have a match earlier.
I'd take Drew McIntyre. You have Drew McIntyre I don't even think if it was Drew McIntyre, I say Drew McIntyre beats him just so he just looks like a prick.
I'd say it has to be Randy Orton. There's no.
Has to be, man.
It does have to be Randy Orton. If there's no one else there's no legends in the company.
They came up together. They had some of the greatest rivalries and matches of all time.
Unless Triple H comes out of retirement.
You can't, man.
Yeah, he'll die. Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
Anyways, women's tag title match on Smackdown went for literally 2-3 minutes. Why, man? I
don't care, man.
Listen, Jakara and Lash looked brilliant. They looked really. They looked really. Yeah,
they got the most out of that time. Absolutely.
Yeah, they especially Lash. Lash looked brilliant. And then just out
Jakara's good. I wanted to win the Rumble.
Well, speaking of the Rumble, we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, literally went for 2-3 minutes. I think.
Say his name.
I think that's slack. That went for 2-3 minutes, but they showed up again on Raw and they had a bit of showing. So we'll talk about that in a sec. Naomi defeats Nia Jax in a non-title match due to distraction by Raquel.
That division needs help.
And then
Smackdowns, by the way. Yeah.
Look, it's only because Bianca and Jade are currently in the tag title scene.
Yeah, that's right.
So if
wait till Charlotte comes back, it's gonna be different.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Yeah.
But placeholder for Charlotte versus Tiffy, so that's gonna. Yeah. The Tiffy's Nia storyline's going good.
It's
going good. Yeah, absolutely.
Bayley needs the time off, and then you got the women tag division's a bit fucking how you going.
Yeah, but I think with these NXT upstarts as well coming into that tag division, it's going to be good, especially with Metaphor, with Fatal Influence, with Wendy Chu and Rosemary. But yeah, Naomi had a great showing, but was just overshadowed unfortunately by Rhea Ripley showing up on SmackDown. So good on Naomi for the performance and the win because she needed it. But Rhea Ripley showed up on SmackDown. I guess Crown Jewel is just the time where the wild card rule comes into effect.
I hate that, dude. I hate it.
It's just like, here, you're from SmackDown. All right, go have a main event match on Raw. Yeah.
I think part of the reason was, like Raw was taped today. It was a taped episode. They recorded it last week. Because of the UK tour, I think it just threw some sort of chaos into the wind. Yeah. So I think after this week, don't think that'll happen again.
No, I still have like 2 questions. Like, where is Shinsuke Nakamura?
Gone.
AJ's injury is real.
Yeah.
AJ's injury is real by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Which is shocking because they kept the camera on him the whole time. And that was my other question. The question. AJ's injured.
Yeah.
So
do you reckon it's a possible early retirement at WrestleMania? Maybe.
Well, did you see that? Apparently, his return was to bring in a retirement tour, like a retirement tour.
Like Cena.
And if that's the case, I think the person that retires AJ is John Cena. Yeah,
I can see it. I mean, it makes sense.
Dude, I gotta say, I witnessed. Nathan was there. It was 2016, August 2016. You might have been there too, Dorian. Sydney, right? Sydney All Phones Arena, whatever it's called, Curtis Bank Arena. John Cena vs AJ Styles was one of the best matches I've ever seen. Not just in person, just full stop. It was insane, and it was just in Sydney at an untelevised event. It was a crazy match.
That was a good match.
It's crazy to think that the year before that he versed Rusev. But either way, either way. But Solo and Jimmy main evented the show. But classic bloodline finish. Distractions leads to Solo winning. Then Roman comes out, and it's still not enough. Cops everything, dies.
Yep.
And then as SmackDown goes off the air, Jimmy tells Roman, "We need help."
Segue into
Monday Night Raw, where
backtrack that. The end of that show, dark match.
What was it dark match?
The dark match for that show. I don't know if y'all know.
I haven't seen it.
Bron Breakker versus Jey Uso.
Bron Breakker versus Jey Uso.
So Jey was there.
So my man was backstage watching all that happen. Comes out like nothing happened. his brother and his cousin getting their fucking arsehole.
Yeah,
exactly right.
But yeah, we'll get into that in a sec because Raw this week was 100 times better than last week. I mean, I think they adapted a little bit better to the 2 hours. A lot less ad breaks as well, which is it's good to see. Still a lot, but a lot less. Rhea kicked off Raw, calling out Liv and Raquel, but then Tiffy came out instead, which I think we're all glad to see. They eventually got jumped by Liv and Raquel, setting up the tag team match in the main event. And then the tag title match for the women actually got a good amount of time. Bianca and Jade retain over Damage Control, and that was due to... Well, that's how you say it, bro. There's no vowels in the last name.
Damage Control.
Damage Control.
Damage Control.
Due to Lash and Jakara screwing them over. So it looks like we're going to have a little Lash and Jakara versus Damage Control NXT sort of thing to bump the ratings, which I'm not mad over. Bron says that Jay has been sucking his family for years. Sucking off his family.
He's sucking off your family for years.
Which is now led to another IC title rematch for next week. So
the trouble,
which is where the bloodline. Oh, you know what? I've got 2 thoughts for that. I've got 2 thoughts on how the bloodline OG will come about. I think it's either going to be.
Honestly. No, go. I'm gonna let you finish. Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish, but I think I got the bit. Go.
Rude. I think the bloodline will cost. I've got 2 thoughts. I think the bloodline will cost Jay the match. And then that's to say like, hey, that's a warning. Don't you dare. And then Jay says, I already said no. I wasn't thinking about it. But you know what? Now I just might, mother.
That's probably the probable.
Or they don't get Jay first. How do you think Jimmy and Roman could get Jay in?
Yep.
Via Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn could join first. I think Sami Zayn could join first.
Sami Zayn, yeah. Jimmy recruits Sami to be like...
You know why? Because what would be...
Dog, you was always my dog.
You know why as well? Because if you think further down the track, what would you think is the bigger pop? Roman, Jimmy, and Jay recruiting Sammy finally? Or
Nah, they're recruiting Jay. He's the final.
Jimmy,
he's the final boss.
Jimmy, Sammy, and Roman finally convincing Jay.
Yeah.
That's the play.
Yeah,
man.
The Viking War Raiders machine experience are finally now just the War Raiders.
I don't
Great.
like the name, but it's still the same though. But that's great.
But back to the old NXT theme, which I thought was awesome, even though I already knew it because it was spot the week before. But they make it past the first round of a World Tag Title tournament where Adam Pearce was backstage and said to Judgment Day, "Your obligation to defend the titles." JD goes, "We defended them last month." Great, thanks JD. One defense, by the way, since they won titles.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, Viking War Rated Machine experience beat the Alpha Academy. Cool.
Yeah, good.
Gunther and Cody have a great promo segment to hype up their match. I think that the match is match of the year. It hasn't even happened yet. Karrion Kross then distracts good old Miz. This is Alex Riley Miz, by the way. Just remember that Alex Riley was around during this time.
Yeah.
Distracts.
Say it to my face.
So say it to his face.
You're bottom into them multiple times.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so upsetting. Karrion Kross distracted the Miz to help R-Truth get the win, but then Karrion Kross then helped Miz attack R-Truth after the match. So it's a bit backwards.
I don't think it was meant to be that way.
No, of course. But
it was. But just the Miz was like, "What are you doing here?" and then got rolled up.
Yeah. R-Truth, and then the whole show was building. Not really building, but it happened. Jimmy is backstage after Jay helps Kofi or something, I don't know. Goes backstage, opens up a door, Jimmy's sitting there. Jay walks out.
Looks him.
Jay walks out.
Mate.
Jay walks out.
Walks out.
Come back from commercial. Jimmy's walking around the locker room looking for him. Jay opens up the door in front of him, wearing the black Yeet hoodie, looking like a hoodlum, with the title over his shoulder, and goes, "Can we talk?" Jay says, "I already said no."
And leaves.
Jimmy's fucked. Yeah, no, it's gonna be the biggest pop of my life when they come back together.
You know how I think they do it too? How it transitions next week? Next week, Jimmy again is backstage, and then maybe Adam Pearce is like, "Jimmy, what are you doing here?" "Man, I need to speak to my brother, man," whatever it is. Anyway, he says, "You know what? He's got a match tonight. Leave him alone." And that's why the bloodline's there, right? They're trying to trace him down, right? Anyway, he looks in the distance. You know how in the WWE, Triple H era, they like having like little in the background. Sami Zayn's in the background, just in the background, but he doesn't notice Jimmy, right? And then Jimmy's like, "Man," and then you just see him walk off in the direction. And then it cuts after 3 steps. He just walks off. And that's it. So then automatically we're thinking, Sami Zayn. And that's it. That's all you say. Until the bloodline cost Jimmy the match, cost Jay the match. Maybe that's how it is. I don't even know, man. I don't know. But I think the play is definitely you get Sammy first.
Yeah. But that's what I was going to talk about, because you guys mentioned the Royal Rumble. On my channel in the next 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, whenever I want to upload it, I recently just recorded my women's Royal Rumble predictions. I literally did 1 through 30. Everyone gets eliminated. Bish bash bosh. You don't even want to do the men's one, Mark. Don't get me started.
Hey, guess what? Not watching it.
Oh, it's fine.
Sorry.
That's fine. But the reason why I was saying this is because you mentioned Joe Hendros.
He put out a little tweet, didn't he?
I didn't even say that. I was just mentioning the Royal Rumble. How we will be doing at some point Royal Rumble predictions.
Yeah. So on my what I just said there, someone said, "Isn't it funny how quickly Joe Hendry fell off?" And then he replied to the tweet saying, "Haha, you won't be saying that in 3 or 4 months." Say his name.
Rumble. He's just broke his neck. But
Whiplash.
Yeah.
Dude, when he gets a bigger pop than John Cena does when he comes back in the ring.
I'm gonna cry. But yeah, main event of Raw as well was the tag team match. It ends in DQ due to Nia Jax just coming out and just killing everyone besides Tiffany Stratton. And then we get a little tease of a cash in on Liv as Raw goes off the air. Hey, please, Tiffy, cash in.
That's just a red herring. That's just a red herring. It's not going to be on.
Please cash in at Crown Jewel.
It's not going to be on.
Please cash in at Crown Jewel. Please cash in. Tiffy.
Please don't. Not there.
Tiffy, you're there. Tiffy, you're right there.
Not there.
Tiffy, you are right there. You're going to cash in.
Not Crown Jewel, mate. Okay. Not Crown Jewel, mate.
Even the day before Crown Jewel.
She's going to cash in on Gunther.
Maybe that should say it's a good time, and then like they're both out, and then it's like who's going to? And she's like, which one?
She chooses to pin Nia.
Yeah. That's a good one actually. Good one. Or imagine the referee gets it wrong. Oh, and he hands her the title.
Oh,
right.
But she wanted to win the.
And she's like, oh no, this one. And the ref's like, you said this. Imagine that. Is that good?
If she could play it off like a bimbo, yeah.
Is that a good one?
Honestly, Mark, that's the best booking decision you've ever said, ever. Ever. Put him.
And now if it doesn't happen, you gotta contact Paul Levesque and executive producer, and
you also get an apology
Paul
from
Levesque, Lee Fitting, Mark Demos. Yeah. Thank you. No, that's it, man.
That's it for wrestling. When we're going to be filming that Royal Rumble thing when Steph gets back. I want you.
We'll do it.
And how we're going to do it is we're not going to say who gets eliminated by who. We're not going to do that whole thing. I'm going to go more in depth on my channel for my one, but we're just going to literally name our 1 through 30 because otherwise it's going to take us 3 hours. So we'll do that at a later point. So boys, start thinking of your Royal Rumble or how you want to book the Royal Rumble 1 through 30 and who wins and Iron Man and eliminations. And then we'll do WrestleMania as well a couple of weeks after that. But that's it from us. Mark, what do the people have to do? Because there's an obligation that they randomly just popped into the air and like thin law. What do they got to do?
What they should do is actually follow. Because even if you don't watch, it helps us, okay? It helps us. I'm not going to lie to you. It helps us, right? It helps us. You should like, because that helps us as well, and it helps the algorithm. You should comment just so we can have some sort of community here, and you guys can chat with us. We're your buddies. We're your friends, right? Whether it be wrestling, football, American football, Australian football, basketball, wrestling. Did we say wrestling? F1. I don't know. Whatever it is, we're here. We're here to chat. Share it with your friends.
Just not
then
baseball.
That way we have more friends. I like baseball. What are you talking about?
No, we've mentioned baseball once on this show, and that was because Showtime did 50-50. Oh, yeah,
he's my guy.
Yeah, I love baseball.
LA Dodgers 4 life lad. LA Dodgers 4 life lad. Yeah, build a community, bro. That's what we do. Because the main reason is, guys, if you know your history, you know about Rome, right? Let me tell you something about Rome. Rome wasn't built in a day. All right? So join the empire, and that's it.
That's it.
All right? Take care. All right? Take care. See you next week.
See you.
All right?
See you next week.
See you next week. Or see you on my clips when we're TikTok, all right?
If his finger's fine. Bye.
Yeet.
Oh,
Dorian, cut it.
Yeah.
Boss, cut it.
It's been cut.
Fucking cut it.